What did your parents do that you thought was normal, only to later discover it was not normal at all? When I was a kid, I thought my parents were just superstitious. We didn't have mirrors in our house. None. Not in the bathroom, not in their bedroom, not even those little decorative ones people hang in hallways. Whenever I asked why, my mom would say, "We don't need to obsess over our looks. Mirrors make people self-centered." Sounded like a spiritual thing. I figured they were just anti-vanity. But it wasn't just about mirrors. We weren't allowed to have photos taken either, not even school pictures. My parents would sign no publicity slips and ask for my name to be excluded from any school publications. They said it was for privacy. And we moved a lot. I went to 4 different schools before I turned 12. They always said it was for a better job or a safer neighborhood. I never questioned it too much. But deep down, it all felt weird, like we were hiding from something. Things didn't really click until I left for university. For the first time, I had my own space. I bought a cheap mirror from a thrift store and mounted it in my dorm room. And on the first night, I brushed my teeth while looking in the mirror. I froze. Not because the reflection was off, but because I didn't recognize myself. I'd seen my face in fleeting glances, storefronts, car windows. But this was the first time I looked directly at myself for more than a few seconds. My nose looked longer, my eyes sharper, my jaw more defined. I felt like I was staring at a stranger. And I panicked. I called my mom the next day and said, "Why didn't you ever let me look in a mirror growing up?" There was a long silence. Then she said, "Because when you were little, you were diagnosed with body dysmorphia. Severe." Apparently, when I was 5, I'd started crying daily because I believed my face was melting. I'd stare into mirrors for hours, obsessing over imaginary deformities. It got so bad that I once tried to cut my cheek with scissors because I thought I could fix it. A therapist at the time recommended removing all reflective surfaces from home. My parents, desperate, agreed and stuck with it for years. The moving? They were trying to get into better school districts that offered better support systems. The no photos? To stop me from obsessing or spiraling. And it worked. I grew out of it, or so they hoped. They didn't tell me because they were afraid it would bring everything back. It hit me hard, but suddenly, everything made sense. Now, years later, I have mirrors. I take selfies. I see therapists regularly. I still struggle some days, but I've learned to live with it. But I'll never forget the first time I truly looked at myself and didn't recognize who I was.